Thanks for stopping by. I'm surviving this cruel world and I hope you are too. I decided to make my video diary of my journey into discovering the joy of slingshots. Since I'm a beginner and I don't have a lot of knowledge yet, I kinda consider myself to be an idiot when it comes to slingshots. That's why I'm calling my diary the Idiot's Guide. Everything I learn, I'll share with you in a way even I can understand. You've probably heard the term anchor points many times. I'm going to share with you the Idiot's Guide to Anchor Points. As I've stated in my first two diary entries, I bought a video course on slingshot shooting. Early in the course, the instructor made this comment.
There's nothing more satisfying than hitting the target you're shooting at. You ordered this course because you wanted that feeling every time you shoot. So I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'll teach you.
He continued on by making this very insightful comment.
Slingshot shooting, in its simplest form, is taking a projectile and sending it quickly to a target. You gotta either be lucky or good to hit the target. I can't teach you luck, but I can teach you to be good. You gotta work at it, 'cause you ain't getting the course money back.
As I thought about it, I realized he was right. You can get lucky sometimes and hit a target, but you have to be good, an accurate shooter in order to hit it more often than not. Accuracy comes from repeating the same thing that let you hit the target before. The instructor then simplified the science of accuracy.
Some guys talk about Newtonian physics and stuff like that. You ain't gotta worry about that stuff. Look, there are 3 points in a line you gotta worry about. The target is the destination. The slingshot is like the toll booth. You gotta pass through it to get where you're going. But the most important part is where you start the trip. We call this the anchor point, not to be mistaken with that spot off the coast.
I thought about what the instructor said, and it makes sense. The shortest path between 2 points is a straight line. When we shoot a slingshot, we have 3 points we need to keep on that straight line: the anchor, the slingshot, and the target. The instructor showed us some diagrams to illustrate this.
When your anchor point's too low, you're gonna shoot over your target. That's no good. When your anchor point is too high, you're gonna shoot too low. What good is that? But when you got the right anchor point, you got a much better chance at hitting your target. Got it?
For us beginners, the anchor point is one of the fundamental elements we need to be accurate. Remember, we have to rely on mechanics until we eventually develop our instincts, and that can take a long time. Now, if you're like me, you'll probably spend a practice session figuring out a good anchor point. So you found a spot that you can easily locate every time. You're hitting the target pretty consistently. That's really cool. So you're all set up now, right? No, because there are still variables in the equation. The instructor blew my mind when he showed these illustrations.
You gotta remember something important. Fork width matters. Each fork width will have a different anchor point. Look at this. The first picture has you with your slingshot and your anchor point. You're killing it. But when you switch to a narrower fork width, you miss high. And when you switch to a wider one, you miss low. See the blue lines? Understand?
As I watched more YouTube videos, I started realizing a lot of the guys were saying the same thing, just in a slightly different way. Now, I currently have 3 slingshots, and all 3 have different fork widths. Now I understand why my perfect anchor point with one frame doesn't work with another. But now, when I shoot a different frame, I know which anchor point to use based on the fork width. This cuts down my experimenting time, and it increases my practice time. That means more fun time, and fun is what Slingshot should be about first and foremost. And if you're watching this video, it's because you like hitting your target. So make that thumbs up button your target and hit it. And if you think slingshots are fun, click that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss anything else. And don't forget,